Hello everyone, videos I've played you back with how to play. Today we're looking at how to play this game called Plums, which is a trick-taking game and also a set-collecting game, all wrapped into one. And this version is by Crass Games. It takes a little bit to play. It says 30 to 40 minutes. It's anywhere from 3 to 5 players, ages 8 and up. But like I said, it's a trick-taking game, but it's a little bit different. You got about 119 cards in this game, and you got 3 different decks basically that you're going to be using over 3 different rounds. You got the first, the second, and the third. And what you have is a bunch of cards with different values and different fruits on them as well, as you can see. Strawberries, oranges, whatever those are, cherries, apples, etc., etc. And there's also some other cards here mixed up. We'll get to. And this one, basically what it is as you go higher and higher, you get set collecting contract cards that are perhaps a bit more difficult to obtain. But we'll put those aside. We don't need them. Like this one is 5 cards. It's a full house to get this. And it's worth 12 points. That's what you'll see on the cards. Different cards have different things. Some of them are just fruit, basically. But some of them, like this one, this is basically a contract. And in order to complete this, you have to have a full house, 3 of a kind, and a pair, and it's worth 12 points if you do that. And if you do that, you're going to take that card and set it face down for later on, for scoring purposes, in front of you. We had cards basically numbered 1 through 25 in each one of these sets. As you can see, this one is 3 pairs, what you need. Same with that one. And there's other symbols as well, which I'll explain in a bit. On top of that, you also get these plum cards. And basically, whenever you collect a card like this, not this one, sorry. Whoever is, okay, what happens is whoever is the last person to collect a card, I believe they pick up a plum. This one it's got some pies on there. And this one, if you collect this card, you get to collect 3 of these pie cards. And these pie cards are cards valued at 3.14. And you can add as many as you want to any card. Let's say I play this 20 and I want to win this hand. I can add all of these and make it 29 points something. I can't do math right now. And you would play that as your hand. You can do that. Let's just kind of go over it. It's a trick-taking game, but there's no suits. Highest card played will win. And on top of all of that, you also get the plum cards, you get the pie cards, you get this dog card, which has 2 different sides. You can choose which one to use. And you also got these cards here, and they go up to potentially 5, depending on how many players you're going to have. And we'll just say we have a 4-player setup. And here we go. You see here, the plum card. This indicates that person will collect a plum card. Well, I'll explain how that works. If you're doing 5 players, you're going to be using... Well, if you're doing 3 players, you'll use 1, 2, and this 3. And if you're doing 5 players, you'll use these cards with the 5. Whoever is the last will collect a plum. We'll just say we're doing a 3-player game. Why not? And we'll put these aside. Now each card has, as I look at the cards here, each card will have a number value, a special accent potentially. Not all of them will have that. There's also a fruit symbol. Make it a bit easy to identify. And there's there is also going to be a round number. Yeah, see, there is a round number on the sides here, 3 for a third round, just to help you identify those cards. This one, I don't know if it has or not. Anyways, you get that. There's 18 plum cards, 18 pie cards. There's the watchdog, and 119 cards. Total of 7 of these turn order cards. And now if you're playing 3 players, you're going to remove the cards. There was 19 through 25. So I'm going to leave those in, and I'll just use 4 players. Why not? A little bit easier to explain, perhaps. And you can see all the breakdowns and stuff. So you'll set up the 3 stacks of cards, get those ready, and set up your turn order cards and all that other stuff. And how many cards does each player get? Okay, so it's going to deal each player a even number of cards. So, as it turns out, 6 cards per player in a 4-player game. We got 1 extra card. So, each person is going to look at their hand. You're going to keep the secret, and you're going to play a card. Maybe I start and I play the 13. And this guy plays this one, and then this one plays this one, and this one plays this one. Now comes the part where you're going to rank this. Whoever had the highest card is going to get the number 1, and then next highest, next one, and the lowest card. That guy played a 1. So now what happens is whoever has the best ranking card, this one, number 1, is going to get to select one of these cards to add to the collection. Maybe they select, and they can even select their own if they want. Maybe they select this one. It's worth 8 points, and you're trying to do is complete a set of 4 different cards. I'm not sure if they have to be, I don't think they have to be in sequential order, just 4 different cards. And then number 2 is going to select a card. Maybe they select this one, and then this guy, maybe I select this one. And then this guy gets the last one, and he has the watchdog symbol on it. So he gets the dog. What the dog does is it prevents somebody from stealing one of these cards from you. As long as you have that, as long as he has this watchdog, that card cannot be stolen. And I'll show you how it gets stolen in a bit. Also, because he was the last player, he gets one of these plum cards. And you can't use these plum cards for a set. So if he gets, if a player, for instance, let's say I get 3, well actually, these would have to be 3 different fruits. But if I had a card that was AAA, 3 cards that are all the same, I could use 3 plums as that set. But in this case, he's going to get a plum as well. And I assume they can be stolen just like anything else. So we're going to get rid of these. This guy won, so he gets the lead. He plays that maybe. And then he plays that. This guy plays this. This guy plays this. So here's the AAA. So if he was to get, if somebody was to get 3 plums, they could use that for that set. So the highest one, again, was this guy. Second highest, I had the 3rd, and this guy had 4. Again, this guy gets to go first. Now, he's looking for 4 different cards, so he could perhaps take any one of these. Maybe he decides he's going to take this one, which has a watchdog, and that means he gets to steal the dog. And now that guy can have his card stolen. And then it's this guy's turn. He's not currently looking for any sets, so he might as well take this one and try to find a set. And it's me. I'll take this one. This one doesn't have any symbols on it. It's just a fruit card. and I can have it as part of my set. And then this guy gets his own card. Let me organize this a bit. We collect these. And, oh yeah, this guy also gets a plum card. Don't forget the plum. And if he wants to, now that he's got this plum, because he's looking for a set of 3 different fruits, he now has that. So he can turn these in, and he now will get this 6 points, and he can place this face down. And you're going to continue going around like that throughout the game. Now, if somebody plays a card like this, I play that 8, and this guy plays this, we'll just go around. 2 people play the steel cards. Highest, second highest, third. This guy gets the lowest, so he's going to get a plum. So he's got 2 plums already. He's getting close to a set. He can, if he wants to, in the next round, he can play this lowest card that he has. Maybe he plays, well, he doesn't have 2 low cards, but maybe he plays a 12, hopes that's the lowest card. He collects a plum, and he'll have a set of 3 if he wants. But in this case, this guy gets to select first. He's not currently collecting any sets. Oops, sorry, this one's supposed to stay here. But maybe he decides to take, and you're gonna maybe look at what other people are collecting to try to prevent them from collecting stuff, but maybe he takes this too, and then this guy says that he will take an orange. And then this guy, and then I select this one perhaps, which gets me a complete set, 3 different fruits. So I would take that, get rid of those. And then this guy gets the last card. And look at that, he has 2 cherries. Or, yeah, I guess 2 cherries. So now what happens is, this guy does have this accent. He can steal a card from somebody else. But he cannot steal from this guy because he has the watchdog, and he can't steal from me because I don't have anything. But maybe he decides to steal this to prevent this guy from perhaps getting the set. Why not? And then again, you're gonna go again. I forget who won the trick, but see, this guy has a set of 3 plums. That's another thing you can do, and he would like to get that one for sure. He's not going to, more than likely. I was trying to see. There you go. So maybe this one comes out into play. We each play a card, and again, we'll do the ranking: highest, second highest, third, and fourth. And now I got the lowest card. This guy goes first. He's got 2 pairs. He might as well collect this pair, his own card. And now he has another complete set, 3 of the same cards. So he's gonna place this one here and get rid of those. This guy is number 2. He decides he's going to take this card. Now this one has the 3 pie symbols. This means that he immediately is gonna add that to his set, and he gets to collect these 3 of these pie cards. And again, like I mentioned before, he can add this to when he plays cards, as I'll show you in a minute. And then this guy goes next. Maybe he takes this, and he decides to steal this one, maybe. Why not? Actually, that'd be a bad one. Well, he'll steal this one, which gives him, I think he'll allow him to steal the watchdog. And then I get to select this one card. Anyway, put these aside. And, oh, who had the 4? Oh, that was me, so I get a plum. Who had the 4? That was me. We'll put these aside. This guy gets to go first. And maybe he plays this plum. This guy would love to get it, but it's the highest card, so he can't do that. And there's that. Now, what was I going to show you? Oh, yes. Oh, never mind. This guy has... Let's go back. Let's rewind here. This guy really wants this plum. This is the highest card, so this guy thinks he's safe. But he forgot that this guy has the pies. So now he's got 24 plus 3 and 3.14, so he has 27.14. So he can do that on your turn. And he can play all 3 if he really wants to, but he doesn't need to. And this guy plays a card, and I play a card. And unfortunately, for this guy wins this. He gets that. He has a complete set of those. This place is a disaster area, my room here. This whole setup is a disaster area right now, but yeah, we get rid of those. You do the whole setup. He would obviously get to go first because he had the highest card. And then it would be me, and then actually, but yeah, I think you get the idea. It's a pretty cool little trick-taking game where you're collecting fruits and trying to complete sets. And there's different types of sets. Some are all the same. Some are going to be full houses. Some are going to be multiple pairs. Some are going to be 4 cards or 5 cards that are all different, or 3 cards that are all different. And yeah, I think it's cool. And again, whoever gets to number 4 gets a plum card. If you play a card that has the pies, you get 3 pies. And it's pretty cool. Now, I have to point out as well, the quality on these is pretty good. It's smooth plastic coated, but it's pretty good. Now this one is a bit harder to find. I got lucky that I found it. I think I found it on eBay or perhaps from a seller on Board Game Geek. I don't really recall at the moment. But it's hard to find, the English version. You can't find at times on eBay, not that I've looked lately, but previously I've seen the, I guess it's the German version. I believe it is. It's non-English. You can find that one. But the English version is a bit harder to find, so I'm really happy that I found it because I saw this on a video on YouTube, and I really like what I saw. It's got beautiful artwork, really interesting game. I like the whole trick-taking and set collecting, 2 of my favorite things, so why not combine them? That being said, this game is being reproduced of a new version called Pies by Board Game Tables. You can pre-order it, I think, from their website, boardgametables.com. It was on Kickstarter a little while ago, and I missed out with a few other trick-taking games. Yeah, I'm going to be getting that one, so look forward to that. So that is that. That's Plums. I like it. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. I will see you next time with more. Thanks for watching.